Hello again, everyone, and welcome to Falls Count Anywhere around the Rhode Island Broadcasting Network. Erik Dunn here, but for the last time at the location that I am at, the Attleboro Public Library in Attleboro, Massachusetts. That's because um, I am in a Wednesday night bowling league candlepin that goes about 33 weeks. We began the Wednesday of Labor Day, and we wrap up on the sometimes it's like the week after Easter, or if it's a leap year, then it kind of changes. But knowing that it was a leap year, Easter land in March this year. So we wrap up officially tonight, and I have no need to go back to Attleboro until Labor Day. And so, yeah, so the last time I'll be at this location for a while. But the biggest thing right now regarding WWE is the amount of changes that is coming, especially with SmackDown this Friday night and Raw Monday night. It's the return of the WWE draft, and Triple H, the CCO of this company, ultimately the guy running this thing, is still making some really good calls. And I think that the biggest thing I've been very impressed with, from my perspective, with this is Triple H knows what makes sense and what doesn't. But however, there is a big concern that I'm going to address right now, and that is there is still no word on when the Beast Incarnate is going to return back to WWE. Um, I mean, Triple H did say at that press conference after WrestleMania, he gave a massive update saying that the Beast was home and he was still linked to WWE, which means that there's always a possibility of him returning. Um, the biggest thing is if Lesnar did come back, Brock going back to Raw can help balance the lost star power. Brock's return can make the draft more exciting, and he could finally have that feud with Gunther. But the problem is Lesnar, looking at it, he's not on the list of superstars eligible to be. Let me start that over. He's not on the list of superstars that are eligible to be drafted at all. And I'm just going to say that because it's true. He's not on there whatsoever, and I'm trying to figure out how he's not on there. But I will get into the draft in just a second here. You guys will be able to find. Sorry, allergies. Sorry. You guys can find me right here on Facebook, X, YouTube, and Twitch. Every Wednesday night at 5, we go live. And then afterwards on Red Circle, Amazon, Google, Spotify, TuneIn, Podbean, Podcasts. Please follow us, our Facebook and Instagram channels, as well as our accounts on YouTube. Also, Buy Me a Coffee is also something that Rhode Broadcasting does. At RI Broadcasting, follow us there. But yeah, so the biggest thing for me that I look at with the situation for WWE is simply this. They have a lot of things that are clear right now on the table. They have a lot of tools right now that are necessary for them to kind of either fit into place or try to, maneuver some things around. But the draft is going to be something I'm going to wrap up with here because we're going to look into that. But I do want to state for you as well that Backlash is in 10 days from France. Next week is going to be the full card that I'll be prepared to reveal and give my predictions. So next week is the show where I'm going to give my thoughts on Backlash. So So the biggest thing that I'm looking at for WWE right now is what momentum can they build on, but what can they do in order for them to carry what momentum that they have right now. So going from left to right, let's start off with the SmackDown results from Friday night. So AJ defeated LA Knight in an undisputed WWE Championship #1 contenders match. So he will be facing Cody at Backlash. And then going down the line here, Paul Triple H Levesque and GM Nick Aldis gifted the brand new WWE Tag Team titles to A-Town Down Under, to Grayson Waller and Theory. And then the Street Profits are now the #1 contenders to the WWE Tag Team titles. So it looks like that they're it looks like that they're going to be facing Waller and Theory. And then this was something that I need to state for you as well. So do you guys remember back in the Attitude Era, there was like a lot of like blood and guts and yada yada. It looks like that Triple H is actually bringing back the nostalgic moments that you guys remember from back in like the late 90s or early 2000s. Those are actually coming back. And I am excited for that. I'm really excited about it. Like I really am. Like I'm very stoked about it. I'm very interested in seeing what Triple H could do with this. My only concern with it is, could it be too excessive at the time where it gets repeated over and over and over and over and over? You know, everyone knows the saying, if it's not broke, don't fix it. But they also know, hey, don't wear it out, because once you wear it out, you can't use it. But Solo Sikoa and Tama Tonga beat KO Kevin Owens bloody for disrespecting the bloodline. And then Santos Escobar defeated Carlito. Bayley and Naomi for the WWE Women's title ended in a no contest because of Tiffany Stratton launching an aggressive sneak attack inside and outside the ring that culminated in the prettiest moonsault ever on both superstars at the exact same time. Stratton made a strong statement that in the title picture, that statement is it's Tiffy time. So that was for SmackDown. And I'm not going to sit here and say, I was happy that it ended in no contest. I would have liked it if Bayley won clean. But for Stratton to do that, it kind of brings back a question of, is she really championship material on the main roster for WWE? Could she really be the one to hold that title next? I'm not too sure about that. But then we get to Raw. From beginning to end here, okay? So apparently Damian Priest, the World Heavyweight Champion, kicked off Raw, and he came face-to-face with his challenger for Backlash, Jey Uso. But a sneak attack by Judgment Day's JD McDonough went bad and completely haywire, and it led to Priest getting super kicked by Jey. And Austin Truth knocked off DIY in a World Tag Team title match. It was great to see that. The New Day interrupted Gunther's return, and Gunther and Xavier Woods have both set their sights on winning the King of the Ring. New Day defeated Imperium, but I could not believe what happened next. Moments after Imperium's loss, Louis Kaiser turned on Giovanni Vinci with a brutal executed surprise assault. And then longtime friends Sheamus and Drew McIntyre confronted each other with some hard truth. Sheamus defeated Shinsuke. And then just going down the line here, Ricochet and Andre defeated JD and Santos. But this was interesting. Listen to this. There was a battle royal because of what happened last week with Rhea Ripley having to relinquish the Women's World Heavyweight title due to injury. There was a battle royal that was the main event of Raw to determine a new Women's World Heavyweight champion. So hard to believe that it was actually Becky. Big Time Bex is once again Women's World Champion. I could not believe that Becky has won it again. I am stoked. But this could set up maybe Liv Morgan for her to get her chance to become world champion again, and that might set up between her and Rhea. I don't know, or maybe a triple threat. I don't know. But I will say, I was pleasantly surprised that Becky actually won. I didn't think that she would have actually won that battle royal. I thought it might have gone to somebody else, and maybe it could have gone to Liv. You know what I mean? Maybe it also could have been Nia Jax as well. Like that was a question mark. But uh, but I mean overall, it was a very good result, and I was very happy with it. Like I 100% was. I was stoked when seeing that. It definitely to me made a lot of sense. I was excited to see the man take it home again. My only concern is this: she also was supposed to take time off due to a knee injury. And I also want to state this to her husband, Seth Rollins. The timetable for him is right now 2 to 8 months because of an MCL tear. And sources now confirmed that he actually had to modify using the stomp on Drew McIntyre at WrestleMania. If you guys go back and watch a video of that, or maybe go back and find the picture of it on X under WrestleUp's X account, they actually showed a picture of Rollins turning his foot in a way where it wouldn't affect his injury anymore, or hurt it any further, into a modified stomp on Drew. Wrestling on that for 48 hours. He's the definition of what workhorses in WWE should be. You battle through pain until you can't handle it anymore. And he kept going. Becky, my concern is how long will she have it for, and who's she going to drop it to when that time comes? I'm not sure right now. That's a whole nother bucket of crap. But with that being said, the drafts, okay? These are the rules and how it's all going to be listed. So it begins this Friday night on SmackDown, and it will conclude on Raw Monday night. So the rules of the draft are this: champions on each brand are going to be protected, and they will not be eligible to be drafted. As a result, Damian Priest, Becky Lynch, Austin Truth, and Sami Zayn are going to remain on Raw, and Cody Rhodes, Bayley, A-Town Down Under, and Logan Paul will remain on SmackDown. So on Raw will be the World Heavyweight Champion, the Women's World Heavyweight Champion, the World Tag Team Champions, and the Intercontinental Champion, and then the undisputed WWE Champion, the WWE Women's Champion, the tag team titles, and the United States title is going to remain on SmackDown. But even though their status as champion allows them to go to both brands, the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions, Asuka and Kairi Sane, are eligible to be drafted. They will be assigned to that brand if they lose the titles. And then Friday SmackDown is going to feature 4 rounds of draft picks being announced. Each round will consist of the brands making 2 picks apiece for a total of 16, 8 for SmackDown, 8 for Raw. Monday's Raw will be 6 rounds of draft picks, and it will be 12 for Raw, 12 for SmackDown, 24 picks, 2 picks apiece. SmackDown will have first pick on Friday. Raw will have first pick on Monday. Rosters will go into effect the following Monday, 2 days after Backlash France. And as I mentioned to you earlier, John Cena, he's not listed on there. Brock Lesnar, he's not listed on there. Rock is not listed on there either. But Roman Reigns is listed as well. So that's the thing. So Rock isn't listed, but Roman still is. So it sounds to me like Roman is not completely done with this company yet. He still has some things to do. My only concern with the draft is what brand is going to be negatively affected. But I will say I am excited regarding the draft here. Randy Orton is also eligible to be drafted, which is great. I don't know what kind of stories we could be getting this year, but what I do know is this. I am hoping that Jey Uso can finally become World Heavyweight Champion. He's been wanting to be a singles title holder in WWE for so long. I think this is the only chance he would actually have in it. I don't see him being Intercontinental Champion. I don't see that. I never saw him being United States Champion at all either. Definitely a World Champion I saw for Jey. And the question is Jey going to do it in 10 days at Backlash? And then Cody and AJ. Those are the two matches right now that are confirmed for Backlash. Next Wednesday, the full card will be at my leisure and at my disposal, so I'll be able to use everything that I see to make the predictions that I need. But yeah, SmackDown on Friday and Raw next Monday. Those are going to be the updates that I give you, including the results of the draft. But we will look ahead to Backlash and give you the predictions I will have for you, as well as the entire card. The only thing missing right now for WWE is just the uncertainty of where everybody's going to fall into place. That's the only thing missing right now regarding WWE. Thankfully, oh God, oh, damn it! I was trying to not, and I lost that sadly. But I will say, guys, there is one last thing I'm going to mention. There are some people right now saying that people are starting to turn on Cody as champion. And they're saying it could be just because of his promos or whatever the hell it is. I have no idea. I honestly don't know what they're talking about, but we all knew that Roman was not going to hold that title forever. We knew that his time was going to be up at some point. But I'm excited, though, for what WWE could be bringing to the table right now, because they have a lot of things to work out, but they have kinks to adjust to. But I think that they have enough to use that they can make it happen. And so, guys, for next week's broadcast, the Backlash preview, Raw and SmackDown results, and the results of the WWE drafts. So, with that being said, on behalf of the man behind the scenes, the creator of Rhode Island Broadcasting, Ron Rigo, this is Erik Dunn saying so long, and thank you for the final time from this location, the Attleboro Public Library in Attleboro, Massachusetts. This has been a presentation of Falls Count Anywhere here on the Rhode Island Broadcasting Network. Next week, guys, we're getting ready for Backlash. It'll be 72 hours away. Can't wait to break it down for you, explain how the draft went. Thank you all so much for watching and listening.